Got into a little bit of a Hart Trophy discussion in our opening block and then again with Sam Cosentino in last segment. We've gotten a few of the friends of the show to write in and discuss their Hart Trophy candidates and or picks. What are we hearing and why are you laughing?
Well, because there are some good responses. We sent out the board with the Hart Trophy odds. We didn't make these odds up. These odds come to us from Vegas. Matt writes in, says, Matthews is the favorite because it's the only way a trophy finally makes it into the Leafs' hands at the end of the season.
Oh, snap. Look at that.
Yeah. I might even give him that one.
Or one of these.
Yeah. Pretty good, Matt. Pretty good. Max says, 1 Johnny Hockey, 2 Yossi, 3 McJesus. Matthews will need to score 60 plus to win. RJ writes in, this was a bit of a discussion above, but he says, each of those guys is surrounded by elite talent. I'd argue as a Bruins fan, I might add, that no one is more influential than Sheshterkin. You take him away, or if he's pedestrian, the Rangers might not even make the playoffs. His numbers are far superior to Georgiev. Now, I thought this was interesting because I went and looked at his numbers a little bit, and I compared it to Carey Price. When Carey Price won the Hart Trophy in the 2014-15 season, and Sheshterkin has a better save percentage, but Carey Price's goals against average that season was .196. Now, Sheshterkin isn't even leading the league in goals against average at this current point, right? That's
Freddie Anderson.
Freddie Anderson. So it's kind of like the Matthews argument. If we said if Matthews doesn't win the Rocket, then he's likely not going to win the Hart. If Sheshterkin doesn't win, well, I don't know if it's win, but doesn't finish with the lowest goals against average, should he win the Hart Trophy?
I'm going to put you on a spot here, did Carey Price win both? Was he number 1 in goals against and number 1 in save percentage that year?
I would presume because it was a .933 save percentage that season.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to go with yes.
That was in 2015, 2016, correct?
2014, 15, I think.
2014, 2015. So close.
So yeah, I mean, for me, that kind of rules Sheshterkin out. Although, granted, he's been much better than Georgiev for the New York Rangers. But there's some more great responses coming in here. Trent says, how is Matthews even ahead of Draisaitl? Same amount of goals, but Draisaitl has 97 points, which is fascinating to me because he plays with McDavid. So this is where the argument comes in. Does it work against Draisaitl that he plays with Connor McDavid?
Of course it does.
And how much did
Same thing with Johnny Hockey. If Johnny Hockey didn't have Jacob Markstrom on his team, who you could argue is more valuable to his team than Johnny Hockey is, then I think you would get more votes. Like, listen, the way that the NHL describes this award is the Hart Memorial Trophy is an annual award given to the player adjudged to be the most valuable to his team. Winner is selected in a poll by the Professional Hockey Writers Association in all NHL cities at the end of the regular season. So if you're not even the most valuable on your team, how do you win this award?
Yeah.
Right? And so now you play that game. Who's more valuable? And don't act like Auston Matthews doesn't score as many goals as he does without Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner is one of the elite passers in the league. And I don't know if the first tweeter was suggesting that the odds were in favor of Matthews because of the trophy, but the odds are based on bettors. And there might be a lot of Toronto Maple Leaf fans looking for a Hart Trophy betting on Auston Matthews, and that would lower the odds. So it doesn't mean that he's the favorite to win it based on votes. It means he's the favorite to win it based on money coming into Vegas. Do you understand the delineation there?
Of course. There's teams in Vegas that are popular. It's like, how is Tiger Woods, I always got to bring it back to Tiger, but Tiger's like a 51-1 favorite to win the Masters. Dude hasn't played in forever. That's what happens. The public bets on these guys, drives the odds down. 51-1. I mean, I'm just saying, he could win it.
Carey Price did lead the NHL in both save percentage and goals against average that year. Devin Dubnyk was second in goals against average. Carey Price 1.96. Devin Dubnyk 2.07. And Dubnyk, again, was second in save percentage that year, 933 to 929. So a pretty significant lead, too, for Carey Price in both. I feel like Sheshterkin was there. He was if
he was there.
Yeah, but there are a couple games over the last little while where he's given some of it back, and that's why the door is open for Frege to say Roman Josi or folks in Calgary to say a Johnny Hockey.
Yeah, I just don't think there's enough time for the other guys like the Gaudreaus and the Huberdeaus at this point of the season. It feels to me like it's a two-horse race between McDavid and Matthews.
And I feel
it's
like
almost a toss-up at this point.
I feel like Huberdeau loses out to Barkov too, because Barkov is good too.
No question about that.
That's an interesting one.